Hi there, I'm Peak. I'd love to start out by sharing one of my proudest moments from the last year with you all. I work as a death doula, and this past spring, I was called to accompany the death of an elderly woman. I'll call her Alice, and long story short, Alice and her daughter requested that I facilitate a FaceTime goodbye call with some family members who lived out in California who they were pretty estranged from. So I was able to do that, and the call ended up being a really special moment for everyone in the family. I think especially for Alice, who at that point that we had the call was maybe 2 or 3 days away from her death. She had stopped eating, drinking, speaking, and when she heard her granddaughter's voices over the phone, she totally perked up. She started moving around in her bed. She vocalized some sounds. She even squeezed my hand. And the family was able to share some really heartfelt words. They shared some tears, and it was just a really, really beautiful, beautiful moment. So I think I feel really proud of myself for facilitating that, for holding the complexity of hard family dynamics, and I don't know, just for being open to the spiritual demands of that moment. So next, I'd like to share a little bit about my vocational goals for after I finish seminary. I really want to go into hospice chaplaincy. As is probably obvious by now, I just find so much spiritual and vocational fulfillment in end-of-life care work, and I really just want to continue on this path. I also wanted to share, in addition to pursuing chaplaincy, I also have some kind of big dreams for after I finish my graduate studies, maybe finding some kindred colleagues or other folks who work at the intersections of health justice and end-of-life care, and maybe dreaming up, visioning up some sort of structures. Maybe it's an actual place, maybe it's an organization that works to create liberatory, intergenerational, community-rooted death care that uses health justice and mutual aid and abolitionist frameworks to support itself. So that's another big dream of mine. Lastly, I just wanted to share one big question that is kind of really present for me right now as I embark on divinity school. There's, of course, so many other questions, but I think a lot of them kind of distill into this one. So the question is, what theological technologies or community wisdoms or faith wisdoms can we learn from or maybe root down into in order to grow our collective capacity to care for our elders, to integrate grief, to celebrate the sacred unknown, and create a healing, healed, spiritually connected world? So that's all from me. Lots of gratitude.